Hello friends, good evening to you all. Shalini Sheda, Veena Gupta, Kalpana Sakpal, one participant in meeting. Admit all. Good evening to all of you. And thank you for joining
Good
this.
evening.
Yes, good evening, Paranspe. Nice to see you after so many days. Madhuri, Naina, Nalin Doshi, good evening to you. आज आप बहुत लकी है, आज का ये जबरदस्त है एकदम. शिल्पा, good evening to you. Thank you. Today, at the same time, there are two meetings. One is by Mr. Sharma, that is for knee joint, and one is for shoulder, that is for ours. Balaji, good evening. Ekta Mehta, thank you very much for coming. 43 participants, very good. So let us now start our meeting. Today's meeting I have chosen because frozen shoulder is difficult to treat. According to me, frozen shoulder is really difficult to treat because it is a very shallow joint. Although it is a ball and socket joint, it is a shallow joint. Okay, we will see the anatomy now soon. Sonali Tarkar, good evening to you. I have switched off all your audios, so you cannot say good evening. You just say like this. Nita Gaisas, good evening to you. Okay, admit all. 42 people in the meeting, that's very good. So 42 people are going to become frozen shoulder expert after this lecture. Okay, so let us go ahead. Friends, shoulder and hip joint, both are same. But shoulder is hollow and hip joint is very like this. Therefore, shoulder has tendency to dislocate. And this joint doesn't dislocate easily. Okay. So let us see who are coming now. 44. So I would like to share now my beautiful PPT I have made, and this is free for you. Also, I am recording this video, so you will get the recorded video also. But I request all of you to join my future program of musculoskeletal diseases, and it is a paid program. Okay, but amount is not much, but you please join that afterwards. Okay, now let us do some share work, screen sharing. Okay, now share the screen. Dr. Preeti Devkar, 1, 2, 3, 4. So friends, this is my logo and this is what I want to teach you. Okay. Sonali, please switch off your video. Stop video. Okay. See video. I don't want latecomers. This is not good. Rajesh Wakodi is joining. That's very good, Rajesh. Ismail Ratnambala also. So stop video. Okay. So this Kiran Phalke presents a free lecture on most difficult musculoskeletal problem, that is frozen shoulder and shoulder problems, with numerous methods like Dr. Tam, Toom, Dr. Toom, TCM, manipulations, color therapy, washer therapy, sujok manipulation, it is my secret, which I am going to reveal to you. And it is going to give you bread and butter. Really, frozen shoulder works very well, this sujok manipulations. Please note, I learned sujok with Dr. Park, okay? So let us go further. Now I am going to tell you one very great secret. Now you will ask me, what is this mantra doing here? That is the secret which I am going to tell you. Okay, first of all, I will just chant this mantra. This is for everybody, okay? Everybody should chant this. This is a very, very important mantra. Om Ram Om Jum Saha Bhur Bhuva Swaha Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiyamam Rutat Bhur Bhuva Swaha Swarom Jum Saha Hom Om. What is the meaning of this? You know, the meaning of this is simply a prayer for Trayambakam, that is three-eyed वाला जो शंकर है, उसके लिए प्रेयर है कि हमको अकाली मृत्यु नहीं देना चाहिए. But there is a secret in this. This is not a simple mantra. It is connected with acupuncture. Have you heard this anytime? It is connected with acupuncture. There are 32 ruchas in this which are connected with acupuncture. And this information is there in the... Hello? नाही तुम्ही दुसरी आयडी घ्या, दुसरी आयडी घ्या, पहिली जुनी आयडी नका घेऊ. सुवर्णाला सांगा, मी लेक्चर चालू आहे, सुवर्णाला करा. ओके. So friends, this contains 32 ruchas which are actually acupuncture points, and those points are on the back shoe points and the movement points. They are called alarm points. Did you ever hear this? No. Because I am such a person that I want to go inside and find out the truth from all these things. Okay? So let us go to the next one. So please open this link on YouTube and you see what is the meaning, normal meaning. Okay? It is said that this mantra has hidden meaning and contains 32 or so richa, whose meaning is acupuncture alarm points. Why this subject I have chosen? Because the whole world is suffering with frozen shoulder. Nobody knows why it is. Although we can cure it. We can cure the frozen shoulder, but why it is coming, that nobody knows. That means the etiology is not known. What is the etiology? There are so many etiologies. See, frozen, it is also called, see, you should not be worried as to different names. Okay, the frozen shoulder names are like this: FSS, that is frozen shoulder syndrome; 50-year shoulder, that means it happens in 50 years of age, 50, 60. Adhesive capsulitis, there is a capsule here which becomes stuck together like araldite. Scapulohumeral periarthritis, big name, scapulohumeral periarthritis. You know? Stiff and painful shoulder, stiff, cannot move. Periarticular adhesion. See, peri means surrounding, articular means joint, and adhesion means stickiness. Adherent subacromial bursitis. There is a bursa inside which sticks inside and you get that frozen shoulder. Okay, so let us go further. Hypomobile means mobility is not there. Hypomobile syndrome, you cannot move that. Okay, so let us go to the next slide. I will admit all. Now, who are affected? Frozen shoulder, women are more affected, about 70%. Why? Because they are working in kitchen with water. Cold is going into their shoulders. Wind is going, if it is AC. So it is affecting this part. And it's repeated. चपाती बनाने का है, बर्तन घिसने का है. और अभी ये लॉकडाउन में जेंट्स को भी हो जाएगा, because we are also washing बर्तन. Okay, so this happens to women only, age more than 50. So that is why it is also called 50-year shoulder. And it is not related with any caste or religion. Frozen shoulder syndrome may develop after concurrence, which is happening along with that. Shoulder trauma, गिर गया इधर, cardiovascular and chronic lung disease, pulmonary tuberculosis and diabetes. Diabetes is the main cause. Main thing observed in the, because any patient when it comes, I ask him, diabetes है क्या? Yes sir है. आपने कैसा पहचाना? हमको मालूम है वो हमारा diagnosis है. Okay? So thyroid disease. Why thyroid can affect shoulder? Just imagine. See, hereafterwards, you don't take things for granted. You ask question, what is the connection of thyroid to frozen shoulder? There is a connection. Okay? Let me admit somebody. So, 1 minute. Etiology. See, this is a muscle called as deltoid muscle. Neetaji, please switch off your video. So this is the deltoid muscle which is here. Okay. After some time, I am going to remove my shirt. I am not afraid or ashamed, but I want to teach you where are these muscles, what is their function. Okay. So 2 people have entered the waiting room. Okay, admit all. So this is the deltoid muscle. Here you can see the anatomy. See, this is the scapula. This is humerus. Now the deltoid muscle is attached to the spine of scapula, and this is the clavicle. We'll see in deep afterwards. Okay, no problem. Nancy is come. Please switch off your videos. It is troubling me. Daisy and Neeta, switch off your videos. Okay, let us go further. From TCM perspective, what is happening? TCM says it is the problem of external pathogenic factors. It is the problem of external pathogenic factors. What are external pathogenic factors? How it can happen? Suppose you are going for a walk early in the morning, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, and then you are wearing only one banyan, half pant, shoes, nothing in your hands. Then you are running. And if there is a flow of wind on your perspiration, the pores are open. When the pores are open, the external pathogenic factors can enter the skin. And if they enter your shoulder, then you will have problem with the shoulder. Repetitive stress injury. Continuously you are playing badminton practice, cricket practice. You can have that. Accidents can cause stasis of blood. What is stasis of blood? Stasis means either moving slowly or remaining there itself, not moving. So the person will have pain in the night. Why pain in the night? Because the blood returns to liver in the night. And then you have deficiency of blood in this area. So it will pain because already there is stasis there. So here it says external pathogenic cold attacks the shoulder joint and causes shrinkage. See, cold will reduce the size of muscle, and in that the nerve will get impinged. You will have pain. Also the blood vessels will get compact and you will have pain. When chi and blood are stagnant, you will have pain. This is the basic rule of TCM. Accidents can cause stasis. Gallbladder problem, damp heat, can affect the small intestine and gallbladder channel, causing referred pain. See, gallbladder is the mother of small intestine. Therefore, you will have pain here if there is gallbladder problem. And if there is gallbladder stone, the pain goes up to point, this is GB21. Gallbladder stone problem, colic, it will go up to here. See, it is GB21 point. Next slide. Patients with frozen shoulder have difficulties in everyday activities like dressing, grooming, performing overhead reaching activities, and so on for a period of several months to several years. If you don't take any treatment, then also it becomes all right. but in some cases it remains like that. So many doctors are telling इनको 18 महीना लगेगा, ऐसा नहीं है. With acupuncture, maximum healing time is 4 months. Minimum is 1 minute. I have done this several treatments. 1 minute में भी ठीक हो जाता है और 3.5-4 महीना भी लगता है. A good teacher tells you how much time will take for a particular disease to get healed with proper acupuncture. And shoulder pain disturbing sleep at night on the affected side, which is a key diagnostic sign. That means if the person tells रात को बहुत दुखता है, ये side में सो नहीं सकता है, it is complete frozen shoulder. Okay. So let us see what happens. See, when there is frozen shoulder, so many changes happen, structural changes here. The scapula will turn up like that. Then after some days, you will have protracted shoulders like that or retracted shoulders. You will not be able to do like this or like this. There are so many movements are affected. This indicates compensation due to lack of capsular flexibility as well as a change in the central nervous system's motor pattern due to inadequate movement in the shoulder joint. So continuously, if you are not able to move your shoulder, many bad things will happen. So adaptive posture may develop. So it is adaptive posture. See this kyphosis in the second figure. Now let us go to anatomy. See, so now you have to remember the names of these muscles. For exam also that can come. Supraspinatus means this is the spine of scapula. Okay, this is the spine of scapula. This one. Okay, let me put some annotation. Yeah. So this is the spine of scapula. Okay. This is infraspinal. See, infra means below, supra means up. Sorry. Infra means above, supra means above, infra means below. Then this is the scapula. This is teres minor muscle. This is humerus. This one. Acromion. See, it is acromion here. Coracoid process, subscapularis and clavicle. So let me show you all this, and you will understand that much better. Okay. So somebody still are people are coming in the waiting room. I have to admit them. We have very less time, but let us see what we can do. Okay, friends, this is the deltoid muscle. Okay, this is a deltoid muscle. Deltoid. Bicep brachii. This is bicep brachii muscle. Let me turn the camera like this. Bicep brachii. My camera is not showing that. Bicep brachii, tricep, pectoralis major, trapezius. This is trapezius muscle. All are important for frozen shoulder. Then here is it is rectus abdominis. Here rectus abdominis is also there, but it is not important for shoulder. Here there is a. I will tell you the name, just forgot. Okay, so let me admit some people here. What is happening? So this is a glenoid fossa. See this one where your humerus fits inside the shoulder joint. This is humerus, this is glenoid fossa. And on the hip it is called acetabulum. Here it is glenoid fossa. See, when you are treating this frozen shoulder, if you don't know the anatomy, you can cause a big accident. Okay, I will show you what nerves and what blood vessels are there. See this, why this shoulder joint is so delicate. In cricket, suppose somebody is throwing the ball on the fifth store, gachi mein ball fek deta hai, then he will lose this and it will come here and he will have dislocated shoulder, very painful, but you can fit it. If you know the technique correctly, you can fit it nicely, no problem. Okay, so here you can see the anatomy clearly. This is called coracoid process. This is the socket, arm bone, shoulder blade, and this is your clavicle. Okay, let us go to the next one. The shoulder has several other important structures. The rotator cuff. Rotator cuff. there's a group of 4 muscles. You will see that. There are muscles, there are bursae. Bursa means is a small bag containing some liquid. Okay, let us go further. So these are the various movements of the shoulder. Flexion, extension, rotation, internal rotation, external rotation, circumduction, this is circumduction, elevation, depression, protraction and retraction. Protraction, retraction, elevation, depression, abduction and adduction. These are the various movements of the shoulder, and in case of frozen shoulder, they are not possible. Now you can see here the range of motions of different shoulder movements. Okay, these are the range of motions. So flexion, extension, abduction, rotation, horizontal abduction, like that. Other problems of the shoulder: osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, rotator cuff tear, gout, shoulder impingement. Impingement means what? Shoulder impingement is defined as pinching of the rotator cuff under the end of the collarbone. This is the collarbone. So here it is the end. In that, everything is impinged. Dislocation, tendonitis means inflammation of the tendons. Bursitis, there is a bursa inside this and there is an inflammation of that. And then labral tear. What is labrum? We'll see now. But before we go, I would like to tell you about something about the muscles. See, in this muscle, this is what biceps. So there is a belly of the muscle. Okay, this is the belly of the muscle. In the belly of the muscle, there is a important structure. It is a spring-like structure, and that is important for needling. It is called spindle cell mechanism. It is like a spindle. Belan jo hota hai, belan jaisa hota hai andar. So if you can put a needle there, you will have a relief of pain and spasm. And also on the tendon, there is a Golgi tendon apparatus. So these are the 2 tendons. So you have to give acupressure to the tendons, not puncture. Give acupressure. So this Golgi tendon apparatus will get activated. Okay. Now let us go further. Now I will show you the full anatomy, the shoulder joint. So here you can see this is the scapula, this is the spine of scapula, this is the humerus, and this is the clavicle anterior, this is the acromion, and this is coracoid process. Okay. You see here coracoid process. Why this process are there? For attachment of muscles. It is not just something done. Very logical. Very logical. Here you have to pray God. They have made beautiful arrangement. Sorry. See, hairline cartilage. There is a cartilage also there. Capsule. So that is why it is called adhesive capsulitis, because this capsule becomes stuck together. So you cannot move like this. Then let us go further. Subscapularis muscles. See, these are the bicep brachii muscles. They are attached to this, Okay. Now we'll go further. Now this is rotator cuff muscles. Subscapularis means below the scapula. Okay. Infraspinatus, below the spine of scapula. Supraspinatus, above the spine of scapula. Teres minor, on the back of the scapula. Teres major. Here also these 2 are muscles, teres major, minor. Very important for shoulder movements. Coracobrachialis muscle. See this one. Coracobrachialis is the beautiful muscle which you are able to do like this. Okay, where is my hand? See this one, coracobrachialis. Okay. Bicep brachii. Now this is deltoid muscle. Deltoid very important because so many points are there on the border of the deltoid muscle. On the border of the deltoid muscle, there are so many points. So let us go further. Bicep brachii. This is bicep brachii or brachii. I am not a doctor, so maybe I may make a mistake in pronunciations. Okay. Now, see latissimus dorsi, it is in the here. It is connected with lung meridian very much. So if lung meridian is affected, you will have problems of abduction like that. So this muscle is connected to the humerus and the spine and also these ribs. Okay. Now these are the pectoralis major muscle. It is here. जो पहलवान लोग हैं इधर आवाज निकालते हैं. Pectoralis major muscle. It is very much connected with stomach channel. These are the bursae. Okay, now here comes our main thing. You know, point H1 has to be punctured very cautiously. Why? It is in the axilla, and in the axilla there is this nerve. Sorry, this nerve, and also this artery. Axillary nerve is there here. So when you put a needle, it should go between this nerve and between this artery. If doesn't, then you will have shock or you will have hemorrhage. One of my friend cures frozen shoulder by doing like this. Ta-da! Then you get nice shock up to the fingers and your muscles are getting released. That is the manipulation. Okay. Now here are the anterior circumflex humeral artery. So these are the arteries. See here also many points are there and the artery is also there. So flexion, adduction, abduction, these are all the movements. Internal medial rotation, lateral rotation, elevation. Now these are the channels which are affected in case of frozen shoulder. Sanjia also. You all know these channels, okay? Common symptoms of frozen shoulder, I already told you. Restricted range of motion developing suddenly over weeks. Sharp localized pain in the front or near the shoulder when lifting your arm up. Let us go to the treatment part. Treatments of frozen shoulder, there are many treatments. It depends on you, what you know better. Somebody is there. Ekta Mehta, you switch off your video. It is coming in my way of teaching. Rajesh Wakode, please switch off. Switch off your video. Switch off your video. We will talk afterwards. Bleeding LU5 and bladder 40. Patient must stand up and then you bleed this. SI9, LI15 is here, ST38, ST40. When there is a kidney disease, the shoulder is affected. So, point K1 and bladder 60 should be treated for that. Now comes to the auricle. Beautiful treatment by auriculotherapy. You can see that there is a triangle here and we have to puncture 3 points, not 1 point. Shoulder, shoulder joint and clavicle. These are the 3 points you must puncture. Then only you will get the result. If there is pain, you put the needles in the front side. If there is lack of movement, puncture on the back side. If both are there, puncture both. See this triangle, clavicle, large auricular nerve and C3, C4. This is used for cervical vertebrae spondylosis, periarthritis of shoulder, multiple fibromyalgia, torticollis. Neck triangle, this is also same thing. This is the same thing. Okay, now this is a beautiful diagram and you should puncture here. Okay. If you puncture here and not 1 day or 2 days, 8 days. See small intestine problem, patient cannot take the hand back. So you have to use small intestine. Lung, if the patient cannot do it like this, lung channel. Large intestine abduction. Okay. You have to read this. I will not read it now because there are only 10 minutes now. These are the points for bleeding. These are from tongue acupuncture. It may take 1 day to even 2 years to complete recovery. There are 4 stages of this problem. These are the 4 stages you have to read at home. Cannot tell here. Time is not there. Now this is the Dr. Tan's method, balance method. It says all joints is equal to all joints. So if you have problem with the shoulder, you treat hip joint. If you have problem with the hip joint, you treat shoulder joint. Very successful, very nice treatment. Acute attack, ST38 or bladder 58. Treatments, difficulty twisting the arm backwards. I just showed you those 3 figures. It is nothing but this only. So 3 joints, acromioclavicular joint, this one, scapulohumeral joint and sternoclavicular joint. The first 2 are important as there are many important muscles in this, especially small intestine channel. So SI 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, you give needle with moksha, it will definitely give you good results. Chronic cases, use these points. Okay, LI1, LI4, LU7, SI3, SI1, TW1, TW5. After this, puncture the local shoulder points. Then manipulation. Friends, I want to show you something important. Manipulation. So somebody has not removed this, so I am getting problem here. Let us wait. Okay, I got it now. I will show you the manipulation here. You see this? If your shoulder is, your hand is not going back like this, right hand. Where is the right hand in this sujok? This is the right hand. Okay. So you try to make this finger tightly on the back of this. So take it as back as possible and then move the hand backwards. It will work. Or you take the other hand like this. It goes very nicely. See, this is my secret. This way, if you put the hand on the back of the sujok man, and at the same time, if you do like this 3-4 times, it will be relaxed here. That is my secret. Okay. And also, there is a point here that is mini correspondence here. Very, very successful in the initial stages, but you have to use this mastic. Don't use Jimmy. This is very good. And then press it hard and ask the patient to raise the arm. He will raise it very quickly. Okay. Now these are the frozen shoulder treatment as per tongue acupuncture. So those who know tongue acupuncture, they can do this. Then these are also the same diagrams they are given here also. So you have to study that. Now here there is some time is there, so I will explain what this is, because those who are not learned this, they will have to think about it. If there is a problem on the lung meridian, okay, this is the lung meridian, then you search the point on spleen meridian by system 1. Don't treat the lung meridian here. Opposite side, you treat SP5 to SP6. Find out the painful spots and ask the patient to move the arm. If it doesn't work, go here. 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 And so you have 25 different combinations here. You have to think on this diagram. You see that. That is Dr. Tan's method. Now, खांद्याच्या समस्येवर नस्य हा एक चांगला उपचार आहे. तीव्र रोगांमध्ये वचा तेल, जुन्या रोगांमध्ये पंचेंद्रिय वर्धन तेल. मीन्स कंधे की समस्याओं के लिए नस्य ये अच्छा उपचार है. नस्य क्या है? नाक में ड्रॉप्स डालना है. नाक में कौन सा ड्रॉप्स डालना है? वचादी तेल और पंचेंद्रिय वर्धन तेल. तो उसको पेशेंट को ऐसा सुलाना है और हर एक नोज में 4-4, 5-5 ड्रॉप्स वचा तेल के डालना है. If it is acute. And पुरानी बीमारियों, if it is old, you put Panchendriya Vardhan tel. Okay, that will solve many problems. Now I am giving credit to Dr. Lee Chun Huang, who is the author of that book. Ken Hub YouTube, Dr. Sunil Jadhav, who told me about this Panchendriya Vardhan tel. Dr. Giovanni Masiosia and Suvarna Vani. She has helped me creating this beautiful PowerPoint program. Okay, now we have some 8 minutes, so you can now ask me questions. Let me unmute you. Stop share. Let me unmute you. Okay, now I have allowed you to talk. So you can talk now. Ask me questions quickly.
You were showing something with the small finger and this one, no? Up to date, I didn't get. Yeah.
Okay, it is like this.
Okay.
Understood? See, which is this? Do you know Sujat?
Yeah.
So which is this hand now? Tell me. Which is
That's the opposite finger, the hand.
Which is this hand? There are two hands, okay?
Yeah. Opposite side.
This is the
Opposite
left
side
hand.
hand.
This is the left
Sorry?
hand. So if there is a left hand problem, you just take it back like this.
Okay.
And then ask him to move like this.
Okay.
Okay?
That
And
is
with
left
this
hand
finger
itself
also.
on right hand, right?
If it is, now this is the right hand, okay? But you take this left hand here and take it like that. Also, you can take it like this on the other hand. If you can put it like this. So this is difficult. That's why you have to do this. You go on like this. Next one.
With this, you have to do with this index finger.
This one.
Yeah.
This is the real hand. And this is the second hand on the opposite side. Okay. Next one.
Sir, kindly explain about giving moxa using SI channel on shoulder.
Yes, on the back there is SI channel is going. Put needles on the most painful spots and give moxibustion on the needle. Okay, on the needle.
Okay.
Moxibustion.
Sir, what is the point कहाँ से मिलेगा?
How to do gua sha? Okay, gua sha is very simple. You take this gua sha comb and you have to just rub it like this with gua sha oil. Okay, and depending on the direction of the meridian.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Hello?
Sir, what about matcha oil means what, sir?
Huh? What about?
Oil, sir. Matcha oil and other
Matcha
matchendri
oil is available. Matcha oil is available. You can take that.
Acha.
So very shop moksha oil is available. Or you can take any thick oil. No problem.
But both the cases, acute case and chronic case, both are different oils, na, sir?
No, not different oils. See, take any oil, no problem. It is just to break the blood vessels. Small blood vessels are to be broken. So the new blood vessels will come and give more oxygen to this part. So oil
So she is asking about
is
nurse
the skin, you know. Oil is not medical oil. It can be any oil.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, if the pain is acute, will TCM or bleeding the points or tongue balance will give instant relief or at least 10% or 20% relief in symptoms? And if there is pulling pain because of maybe trigger, will that also be relief or the symptoms will be less?
Now you write the question. I cannot understand. Your voice is very weak. You write the question. Okay, that oil is available at Chowdhury's shop at Thane and Andheri, I think. Moksha oil is available. But it is Chinese. Why you go for that? Indian oils are good. No problem. You take any oil, til. Okay.
Sir, almond oil is good for nasal dropping.
Almond oil. It is
Almond oil.
almond oil is so costly.
Anutailam
Sir,
is good.
which color we should use?
But it is very good for, sir, BP.
Which
That
oil?
almond oil is very good for
BP means for low BP or high BP?
any problem related to BP, lower or higher. It's very good.
Okay.
I have done it.
Okay. Good information.
Sir, lip problem. Sir, lip problem.
I use Patanjali oil. Patanjali.
Okay, okay, we'll use Patanjali and see. Okay.
Anutailam is good. Anutailam is good for nasal.
Wait, sir.
Sir,
Okay.
sir, what